Okay, don't go limp on me now. Oh, he just hit his head. Hi everybody, today I'm doing a... Hi guys, today I'm talking to you about things that I thought as a kid. I saw this video somewhere on YouTube, I don't remember where, and I totally thought it was so funny. And Kobe honestly is being horrible today, and if I don't have him in my arms, he will probably go destroy the house. So there's that. So the first thing I have is how babies were born. As any little kid, you often play the game baby. And you know, I had a baby doll and I would always stick it under my shirt. I would always be the pregnant one, God forbid. Apparently as a child I got knocked up all the time. That's not even what this entitles. I don't know why I'm going so left field. But how I thought babies were born was they came out your mouth. I didn't understand how babies were born, so whenever I would play baby, I would reach under my shirt, pull the baby up, be like, blah, and then the baby's born. Now that I know how children are, the whole cycle, and how they are born, I feel like an idiot, but that's how I thought children were born. It's weird. Laugh at me all you want. So as a child, I didn't understand how to say the word black, like the color black. I had no idea how to say it. So the way I pronounced it was banak. Couldn't tell you how to spell it the way I said it. Couldn't tell you where I came up with that. Yeah, banak. Alright, so my dad and I had this joke when I was younger that he wanted me to stay little forever because I will forever be his little girl. However, I'm not the little tiny, I never was tiny. I'm not the roly-poly child that I used to be. I mean, he misses, you know, having me to, just being little, I don't know. And so he would always tell me that he was gonna put me in the washing machine or dryer or whatever, and it would shrink me. And he told me so many times to the point where I started believing that that would truly happen. And I remember a few times telling him, like, just do it, like I want to stay little too. And he never did. And I was so confused why he wouldn't do it. I was like, why won't he shrink me? He keeps telling me he wants it, but he won't actually go through with it. Like, it didn't make sense to my mind. Again, now that I'm older and I'm saying these things out loud, I sound slightly stupid. I think I just went cross-eyed. Alright, so my family and I used to go camping a ton when I was younger, and we had a trailer. We used to do this thing called deer hunting. Now when you think of that, you think of we're actually going hunting, but me and my brother, being as young as we were, obviously we weren't going to handle guns. And my family, we just don't hunt. So what we did instead, which we called deer hunting, which makes sense to me, but again, saying it out loud, I just feel like I sound stupid. But we would go in my dad's truck and we would just drive around and try to find deer, just to look at them. And that's all we did, and that was called deer hunting for us. So I remember one time we got so close to a deer, like to the point where I could stick my arm out, and if I had another like that much of my arm, I would have been touching the deer. It didn't flinch, nothing, it just stayed there. My dad, very jokester kind of guy, that was an awkward sentence, carrying on, he said that he wanted, or he suggested that we should bring home the deer. Me being the age I was, and that I've just slowly, this guy's like falling asleep. Me being the age I was and believing my dad because I was so gullible at this age, I was like, yeah, let's bring it home, like I'm so excited. And of course we never did because one, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Two, I don't know where the hell we would put this deer. And it would just be an odd situation. I don't even know why I'm justifying this. I'm so weird. So I was kind of let down by this situation, and for like a couple weeks afterwards, I would constantly have dreams that the deer was in our backyard and it was our pet deer and all this stuff, and I just really didn't understand why we couldn't bring home a pet deer. The last thing, which is going to sound stupid, but again, as a kid thinking this, my brain just hadn't fully developed, let's say that much. I didn't understand why people didn't call my parents mommy and daddy, because to me that was their names. because I hadn't ever heard their names. You know, like as a child, all you ever hear is mommy and daddy. You know, your aunts and just family are always like, oh, like where's mommy, where's daddy, you know, like you're just used to it. It's what you've always heard. So the first time I heard my parents' name, I was like, no, their name's mommy and daddy. And people are like, no, sweetie, like your parents have real names, just like your name's Brooke. And I'm like, no, they're mommy and daddy. And I would fight it for so long until finally, I think either my parents said it or I just clicked in or something, but they have real names. They're not mommy and daddy. So that's just their label in life. Yeah, I was weird to say the least. Alright you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what things you thought as a child. I don't know why I'm having the hardest time forming sentences today. Anyways. Yep, okay, bye.